56th and 5th. Over here at 56th and 5th, outside Trump Towers. Only reason I'm even over here right now is because someone asked me if anything was going on. Basically, I arrived maybe 5 minutes ago. I'm not obsessed with coming down here with Trump going in and out constantly. There's a lot of other stuff going on. It is important, but it's not going to be me out here. And even on the journalistic side, I can't spend hours just sitting out here waiting to get photos or anything. But I came down, there were a ton of people over there. So I'm assuming Trump came back from wherever he was and arrived, just because they also had stuff sort of blocked off down here. So Trump was out for the day for whatever reason. And someone said about a DNA test, and that might have had to do with the lawsuit going on regarding paternity. I don't know. I'm making an assumption on that, but someone had actually sent me about that, so that's what I'm assuming why he was out. But the crowd that was on the corner over there has now dispersed. That's the reason I'm assuming Trump came in and is back at Trump Towers right now. On an added side note, while I'm here, there was also a protest down at Gracie Mansion today for the taxi cab drivers. Basically, in terms of relief for all the yellow cab drivers that have been suffering during the pandemic as well. I know that there's video of their press conference and stuff online, so you might want to go ahead and check that stuff out. In addition to the press conference, from what I could see, in terms of, a lot of them are struggling right now, so it's a valid possibility. Whether or not de Blasio actually follows through with something on that is a whole other question. I don't know if that would come through just the city or if it would be on a state level. Well, yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of accusations, and that's not the reason why I'm actually down here. I just mentioned it because it came across my thread earlier, and then someone went ahead and sent me something on it. And that's way beyond my purview in terms of covering something like that. But I basically, someone had asked me if what's going on around Trump Towers, and I think Rise and Resist was out here again today. They were out here yesterday. I think they came out again today, this morning, which is nice. And I promised the person that I would swing by when I got a chance to see if anything was going on. And as I was walking up from 59th, I saw a crowd over in the corner, which means I most likely missed Trump's motorcade coming through and driving in. So as far as I know right now, Trump just arrived back at Trump Towers. There were a bunch of cars in there. You can see they're moving the barricades back now across the street. But initially, They had blocked it off as everyone went in. And like I said, I don't spend my time down here waiting to get photos of Trump coming in and out, or Netanyahu or anyone else. There's just too many other things happening around the city on a lot of other issues. But I did want to come on down just because I had promised someone to do that. So, like I said, as far as I know, Trump is back at Trump Towers. This is the scene outside right now. I'm gonna hang out here long enough to have a cigarette, and then I'm gonna head downtown because I'm basically seeing what else is going on, and there has been a lot of stuff. I know there's been a stabbing of someone on the about an hour and a half ago in Manhattan, and that should pop up on the news later. So a lot's happening all over the city. Large number of gas leaks and others. But those who follow everything with Trump, if you are coming up to do anything, hit me up. I'll be glad to come on back up. He is up here at Trump Towers today. Other than that, I'm going to be out looking for other news stories, which I probably won't post up, and that's to do with fires, accidents, shootings, other news stuff that I try to send out to different news outlets. So, but like I said, I just promised someone I'd swing by. I'm gonna hang out here. You guys are gonna have a live view while I have a cigarette. As soon as the cigarette's done, I'm out. Oh, also, I should mention, because of the vaccinations that have been going on, and actually I'm gonna walk on the other side. Because of all the vaccinations, because of the COVID vaccinations that have been going on, I've been seeing a lot more people without masks, or if they're in a dining situation where people are separated, some people have their masks half on, half off. And it's basically because a lot of people are actually taking advantage of getting a vaccination during this time, which is a good thing. So if you're eligible to get the COVID vaccination, definitely go ahead and do that. If you're within a vulnerable population, get the vaccination. It's, something that needs to happen. My best guess is it's going to become as common as the flu shot every year at a point. Hey, Cindy. Oh, Nancy, hi. Nikki. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are wearing masks. It's like walking down the street here, it's like as people are separated from each other, it makes sense that people pull their masks down when they're walking. And a lot of it has to do with, people can't have their mask on 24/7. It's not good health-wise, but if you're around a group of people, that's when you make sure your mask is on. If you're out walking, my thing has been I pull my mask down, I'm passing by. If I see someone that's sneezing or whatever that might put something in the air, I'll go ahead and pull it up, but it's usually down, and then I put it back up for a while, and then I take it down for a little bit just so that you can actually breathe some air. I think there's going to be some respiratory issues later on with all the fibers that people breathe in from this stuff, but in the long run, it's probably not as bad as it would have been if people hadn't worn the mask. And in reality, even during flu season, it's actually a good idea if you have a ton of people with the flu around within a certain area to wear a mask during that time. It's not an issue. It actually can help, prevent the spread of it. So. For those of you joining in, I'm only down here at Trump Towers just because someone asked what was going on, and I think Rise and Resist was doing another action today outside Trump Towers. And I told that person I would swing by to see if anything was going on. And when I was walking up from 59th, I saw a crowd on the corner over there in front of Armani, 5th Avenue. So I'm assuming that meant that, in the barricades in the roadway, so I'm assuming that meant that Trump was returning to Trump Tower. So my best guess is Trump arrived back at Trump Towers about 10 minutes ago, from whatever it is he was out doing. It actually could have been some of his family members. Because his wife would also have Secret Service protection. But, yeah, I'm just going to be out here until I finish the cigarette, then I'm going to be moving on. You have some photographers and other media individuals that are going to be out here anyway. I just don't want to spend that much time up here unless something specific is going on. It's just not worth it for me. It's, him sitting inside this tower isn't newsworthy to me. It's sort of like news outlets that the only news they put out is about another bulimic, actress, or a new weight loss program. If that's the only thing that's going on, when there's so many other things going on in the world, and him sitting inside his tower isn't relevant enough for me. So, now if I was working for a media outlet specifically, and I had the assignment of being out here, that would be different. But that ain't gonna happen. Not because I haven't had offers. I've had opportunities where I could have worked for different media outlets, but it's too constricting. Okay, my cigarette is just about done, guys. And like I said, because my cigarette's just about done, I'm going to be taking this stream down. Thanks for tuning in. If you know of anything going on today in New York City, definitely hit me up, message me. Ideally through Facebook Messenger, if not through Twitter. YouTube I might check, or actually, yeah, through Twitter or YouTube, and I'll see if I can get over to it. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna head on down. I'm also out here doing photos today, so solidarity forever. See you guys on the front lines. Have a great evening.